today we are going to listen to the story of Hansel and Gretel, okay? The boy's name was Hansel and the girl's name was Gretel. So, one day, what happened? They lived in a place where so many trees were there, so many birds were there, so many animals were there. What is the name of this type of place? Where there are so many trees, so many birds, so many animals.
Forest?
Yes, in the woods. In the woods. Okay? In the woods. In the forest. They lived in the forest in a small village. There was a small village where they lived. Okay? But do you know what happened? Their mother was not very good. Do you know their mother always wanted to chase them away from the house? And the father of Hansel and Gretel was very hardworking. He used to get so many woods and he used to cut it and sell it. Okay? By selling, he used to get money and then he used to live their life. Their mother was a stepmother, so she hated them. What did she do? She hated them. She hated the babies. Okay, she always used to think, what should I do with them? I should think about something and I should throw them away. She always wanted to get rid of these babies. So she was the stepmother of Hansel and Gretel, okay? Do you see how cunning she looked? She's so cunning. She always used to think that I should throw these babies away. So one day what she did, you know? Gretel and Hansel were playing with each other and they had their good dinner and they were going to sleep. They were about to sleep and do you know what did they hear? Throw these babies away. We can't survive with them. I am not going to stay with them. But their father was a very good man. He always opposed her. He always said, no, I will not listen to you. You don't love my kids, but I love my kids. You cannot throw my babies away. I will not let this happen. So the mother said, the stepmother, she says, no, you have to listen to me. I will do what I want. And she went. Hansel and Gretel heard them speaking, and they started to cry a lot. So much. Gretel started to cry so much because she was scared to leave her father. She always loves her father. So what happened? Gretel started to cry, okay? But Hansel, like Advait, was very clever. Do you know what he did? He went out of the house and he collected the pebbles. At the night, he collected the pebbles, the stones, and he kept it in his pocket. That's a good idea. But what is he going to do with the pebbles? Do you know? So Hansel collected all the pebbles that were around his house at the night when their stepmother was sleeping. Okay, it's morning and their stepmother and their father decided to go for a picnic. That's a planning, I think. That's a cunning plan, isn't it? So the family went into the woods for a picnic. Hansel was so smart. He was having those pebbles on his hand and in his pocket and was throwing one by one all over the way. Okay? He was throwing all the pebbles one by one all over the way, and now they reached to the picnic spot. So after reaching the picnic spot, the father and the mother told Hansel and Gretel that we are going to bring some woods to do bonfire. You both sit here, we will be back soon. And then the parents went away. Poor Hansel and Gretel was waiting, waiting for so long for their parents, but their parents did not come. It was late night. It was late night, and Gretel and Hansel were so upset. They were worried and upset, and Gretel started to cry. How did she cry? So now Hansel said, "Don't worry, my sister. I will take you home back." And then they all followed the stones, the pebbles, and they reached their house. The father was so happy by seeing them, and they went and hugged their father. But the stepmother, do you remember? The stepmother? How cunning she was! She was so angry by seeing the babies back at home. Oh my God, look at she's very angry because the babies came back. She thought, now, this time, I have to plan something really strong. I don't want these babies to come back to my house. So what happened? After 3 days, she locked the door of the room of Hansel and Gretel. Oh no! What will happen now? So the room is now locked. Hansel can't go out to pick the pebbles, collect the pebbles. Now Hansel can't go out. What would he do? He had his dinner at night, right? We have a dinner at night. Do you know what he did? He collected the breadcrumbs. He had bread in his dinner, and he collected all the breadcrumbs in his pocket. And next day again, they went with her parents out, okay? And this time, he again did the same thing. He threw the breadcrumbs in between the way. Isn't it interesting? It's interesting. Now let's see what happened. He threw the breadcrumbs all over the way when they were going for the picnic into the woods, and then same thing happened. What happened? The mama papa left them, and they of course did not come back. So Gretel was so worried. Again Hansel was worried, but they knew that they had thrown the breadcrumbs. So on the spot, they went to see the breadcrumbs. Do you know what happened to the breadcrumbs? This time, the breadcrumbs were not there. Oh no! Birds ate it. Birds took it away. Now how will they reach home? Gretel and Hansel started to cry. They both were crying. And suddenly, they saw a bird. And that bird was very strange. That bird took them near a house which was very pretty. Do you want to see the house? Oh! So this was a pastry and candy house. Candy and pastry house. This house was made with candies and pastries. Oh wow, yummy. This house is looking like a cake. It's looking so yummy. Oh my God. What Hansel and Gretel are going to do now? They might be so happy. So Hansel and Gretel saw this house and they went near to the house. Okay? It is yummy, right? It's yummy. They will eat something. So they went near to the house and they were about to take a bite, but suddenly a voice came out. Who is taking my house? Who is digging my house? Who said that? Hansel and Gretel thought, but there was a lady, an old lady, which was in the house. She came out. She was so pretty. She came out and she said, asked the babies, "What are you doing here, babies?" The babies said, the babies told the whole story to the old lady. And then what happened? The lady asked them to get inside the house. Do you know how was the house? Oh, this was the house of the old lady. From inside, it was very, very bad. Can you look at the house? Is it looking like candy house now?
Yeah.
Oh, it's looking very bad. There is a cage, there is an oven, and it's looking really, really bad, isn't it? Gretel and Hansel were so scared after getting inside their house, but they were hungry. The old lady gave them so many good, delicious food which they have never ever tasted. But Hansel and Gretel ate all of that without thinking about anything because they were so hungry. So they had good food and they went to sleep. Do you know their bed was so soft? Hansel and Gretel were jumping and playing on the bed, playing, and their room was so good. The old lady gave them a very nice room, okay? And they had a nice tight sleep at the night. Every morning, they heard a sound. What sound? Somebody laughing. The witch was laughing. But where did the witch come from? There was an old lady. She was so good. Where did the witch come from? So what happened? Hansel and Gretel woke up and they went and opened so many doors of that house, and suddenly they opened one house which was filled with gold and diamonds. Oh wow! Look at this! They were so happy and shocked by seeing this much gold and diamond. They have never seen this much gold and diamond in their whole life. Suddenly, a voice came from behind. What are you both doing here? Who spoke that? The witch was there, and the old lady was the witch. Old pretty lady turned into a witch. Look at her now. She is looking so scary. Oh my God. So, the witch, you know what she said? I want to eat you both. It was my plan. I sent that bird. I created this cake house, candy house to grasp your attention, to get you both. And I will eat you. They were so scared. Oh my God, they're so scared, like you and me. They were also scared. They didn't know what to do. They started to cry, but the old lady did not listen. The witch did not listen to them. She ordered the girl, Gretel, to cook food for her brother because her brother was so lean, to cook food for her brother to make him healthy, and then he will eat him. Gretel was so scared. And then what happened? Then suddenly the old witch took Hansel. She locked Hansel in a cage. Poor Hansel was inside the cage now. Look at him. I feel so sad for him. So sorry for him. I hope he gets back soon, okay? So what happened? Gretel was waiting for some good time to kill the bad witch. Do you know what happened? One day the witch told Gretel to go and look at the oven if the bread is cooked or not. Gretel was so clever, okay? She was scared but clever. You know what she did? She went near the oven and then, do you know what happened? She told, "Oh, I cannot find the bread. Can you please come and see?" She told the witch. The witch was so hungry at that time. So she did not use her mind and she just went near the oven. Okay? And then you know what happened? When the witch was looking inside the oven, Gretel pushed her into the oven. Oh, the witch is inside the oven now. Gretel ran, and she ran and saved her brother. Gretel took her brother out of the cage and then they went out near their father. They reached their father, they found their father, and their father said, "I love you both so much." Hansel and Gretel had a great surprise for them, for their father also. You know the gold room that the witch was having? They bought some gold from there and they gave it to their father, golden diamond. And now they're no more poor. They live happily ever after. Their stepmother went away and today also they are so happy. They're staying very happily. So this was the story of Hansel and Gretel.
Did you enjoy that, my dear children? I am sure you did. Yes, my dear parents. We have many such interesting activities for our children under the EduMax learning program. In the lockdown, when the schools were closed, children could not go to schools. And the schools had the expertise to educate the children. Realizing the fact that we have to continue with the learning, we created this amazing program which makes our children learn by getting minimum strain on their eyes and maximum interaction. It's a full day program for our children to continue with this learning. Just to have an idea how much fun and learning is happening in these classes, do enroll your child for the free trial version of it by calling us upon the numbers that we have shared with you. Yes, my dear parents, believe me, children will love this program as much as we have loved creating it. Do enroll for the free trial version of it and you will not regret it. Believe me. All the best. Thank you.